Shikal Trivedi, Assistant Professor from the Department of Pharmaceutical Technology. Welcome to the MOOC series, an initiative taken by the LG Institute of Pharmacy, Ahmedabad. In this session, I will share the information on quality management principles as per ISO 9000. So first of all, let's understand the meaning of quality and quality management. So we can define quality as the degree to which the set of the inherent characteristics or the features or the properties of the product or service, or it can be person or process, that fulfills the requirement. So if you take an example of product or services, the requirement can be in terms of the customer's need or expectations. Let's see about the quality management system. So we can say that the quality management system is the management system that establishes the quality policies and quality objectives and quality processes to achieve these quality objectives. So what are the benefits when an organization implement the quality management system? Well, in this case, it results into the customer satisfaction by producing the quality product and services. It also fulfills the regulatory requirement, and it also fulfills the organization's objectives in terms of the profit and reputation in the market. Let's see about the quality management principles as per the International Organization for Standardization, that is ISO, and ISO 9000 standards specify the 7 quality management principles, and these are customer focus, leadership, engagement of people, process approach, improvement, evidence-based decision making, and relationship management. So in this guidance document, we can find the statement, rationale, key benefits associated with each principles and the actions which can be taken by the organizations to implement the particular principle. So let's see the principles one by one. So the first principle, that is customer focus. Now the primary focus of quality management is to meet the customer's requirement and to strive to exceed the customer's expectation. Now the rationale behind this principle is that when organization attracts and retain the confidence of the customers, when organization understand the current needs and future needs of the customers, obviously these organizations will attain the sustained success, that is the success for a long period of duration, long period of time. So every aspect of the interaction with customer create the opportunity to create the customer value, right? So when the organization understands the need and expectation of the customer, and accordingly if the products and services are produced by keeping in mind the organizational objective also, this results into the enhanced customer value. That means the price that is paid by the customer for the particular product or services, and customer satisfaction and enhanced customer value results into the customer loyalty. And once the customers are satisfied, they can refer the product or service to the other person, and this is how it expands the customer base also, and that increase the reputation of the organization and increase the revenue and market share. The second quality management principle, that is leadership, and it states that the leaders at all levels establish the unity of purpose and direction and create the condition in which all the people get engaged to achieve the objective of the organization. So this results into the alignment of the organization's strategy, policies and processes. And that is important for the organization to align its strategies, policies, processes and resources to achieve the objectives of the organization. So the important aspects of leadership like communication skill and motivational skill play the important role. Communication skill that ensures that there is a clarity about the so the important aspects of leadership, that is communication skill and motivational skill, play the important role. So there must be effective communication about the organization's objective throughout the organization and motivation of the employees, right? So that is by providing the resources and by recognizing and acknowledging the employees for their efforts and the task. This results into the engagement of the people in the different activities and improvement activities. So by ensuring the positive leaders as an example at a different levels of management, this creates the trust and confidence in the subordinates, and this ultimately results into the increased effectiveness in meeting the organization's quality objectives. It also improves the communication between the different levels and the functions of the organization. It improves the coordination between the different organizational processes, and this also results into the development and improvement of the capability of the people and in turn organization to deliver the desired results. The third quality management principle is engagement of people, and here the statement is that the competent, empowered, and engaged people at all levels throughout the organization are essential to enhance its capability to create and deliver the values, right? So it is obviously important to manage the organization effectively and efficiently, and for this the recognition, empowerment, and enhancement of the competence by training programs or skill development programs facilitate the engagement of the people in different activities to achieve the organizational objectives. So the organization can facilitate the open discussion, sharing of knowledge and experience. Organization can explain the importance of the individual's contribution by recognizing and acknowledging the individual's efforts, providing the resources. This all can result into the key benefits of this principle, that like improvement in understanding the objectives of the organization amongst the employee and motivation to achieve them, like enhance personal development and creativity and satisfaction amongst the employees, enhance trust and collaboration throughout the organization, enhance involvement in the improvement activities, and increase attention towards the culture of the organization. The fourth quality management principle, that is process approach, and the statement in this case is that consistent and predictable results are achieved efficiently and effectively when the activities pertaining to the particular system understood and managed as interrelated processes that function as coherent system. So when organization understands how the results are produced by this system, enables an organization to optimize the system and its performance. To implement this principle, organization needs to identify the system's objectives and the different processes which are involved in that particular system, and interdependency of the processes, so that organization can understand that the modification in one process, uh, whether it affects the entire system or not, and one can identify the key processes and can focus over these key processes and can optimize these processes. So effective management of the processes, efficient utilization of the resources, and then reduce cross-functional barriers results into the overall optimized performance of the organization. The fifth quality management principle, that is improvement, and the statement for this that successful organization have ongoing focus on the improvement, and that improvement is essential for an organization to maintain the current levels of the performance, to react to the changes because of the internal conditions like employee strike, or the external condition like the pandemic situation that has affected uh, almost all the businesses around the world, and to create the new opportunities. So to implement this principle, organization can establish the improvement projects at a different levels of the management, and then providing the required resources, providing training to the employees to engage in this improvement projects, and effective monitoring of these projects, and recognition and acknowledgement of the improvement of the employees definitely results into the key benefits like improved process performance, improved organizational capability, and improved customer satisfaction. It also enhances the drive for the innovation, enhanced focus on root cause investigation, and followed by the prevention and the corrective action. It also enhances the use of learning for the improvement. Improvement can result into the modified or new product or services, and that creates the new opportunities. Sixth quality management principle, that is evidence based decision making, and the statement for this that the decision based on the analysis and evaluation of data and information likely to produce the desired result, because the decision making is complex process and it always associated with the uncertainty, and decision making process involves the multiple types and sources of inputs and their interpretation, which can be subjective. So it is important to understand the cause and effect relationship and potential unintended consequences while making the decisions. So when the decisions are taken based on the facts, evidence, and data, it leads to the greater objectivity and confidence decision making. So to achieve the effective decision making, data and information that required must be relevant, and it must be accurate, reliable, and secure. And the people who are analyzing this data and information must be competent regarding the use of technology and methodology to analyze this data. So decision making based on the evidence along with the experience and intuition definitely results into the better results, right? So it improves the decision making process. It enables the decision maker to review, challenge, and change their own opinion and decisions, and it also enables the decision makers to check the effectiveness of the past decision based on the data. It improves the assessment of the process performances and improves the operational effectiveness and efficiency. Seventh quality management principle, that is relationship management, and it states that for sustained success, an organization manages its relationship with the interested parties. Now these interested parties can be suppliers, or it can be customer, or investors, or business partners, or employees, or society as a whole. Why relationship management with the interested parties? That is important because the performance of the interested party, for example supplier, directly affect the performance of the organization. So for implementing this principle, organization can determine the interested party with which the relationship management is prioritized, and accordingly the organization can have the common understanding about the goal and objectives of the organization with the interested parties. Organization can pool and share information, knowledge, competencies, and resources with the interested parties to improve the performance of the interested parties. So organization can measure the performance and can feedback the performance of the interested parties, so to improve the overall performance of the organization. For example, if the supplier is supplying raw material, then quality of raw material is directly related with the quality of the product. Relationship management with the interested parties results into the well-managed supply chain that provides the stable flow of the goods and services. So these are the 7 quality management principles as per the ISO 9000 standards, and these principles can be applied to any organization irrespective of the size and type. An organization can decide about the priority of the particular principle based on its requirements. These are the references. Thank you for watching this video. For more updates, you can like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel, that is Pharma Ignite. Press the bell icon for notification.